Thanks to everybody. This story is about Gary Sinise. KJ Alpa will star in faith-based film I Still Believe about singer Jeremy Camp. And as you can see here on the left is KJ Alpa, and of course I do believe on the right is Gary Sinise, but not really because it's somebody else. And I do recognize the one on the left from Riverdale. KJ Apa, who plays Archie Andrews on the CW's hit teen drama Riverdale, has a new role. He is playing Grammy-nominated Christian music artist Jeremy Camp alongside Forrest Gump star Gary Sinise, who plays his father. Tom in the Lionsgate film announced at CinemaCon Thursday. So KJ Apa has a new role in his life, and he's playing a Christian artist named Jeremy Camp. And of course, Gary Sinise will be playing his father in the movie. And it's a Grammy nominated Christian music, of course. Camp has an impressive career as a Christian contemporary singer with 4 RIAA certified gold albums, more than 4.5 million albums sold, and 41 number ones, including There Will Be a Day. So, yeah, that's a lot. He had 4.5 million albums sold, and that's a lot of albums to be sold. Some of them were gold albums. There were 41 radio number ones that was hitting on the radios, and one of them was There Will Be a Day. I Still Believe is based on the 2013 book of the same name and will focus on Camp's true life spiritual journey of love and loss. So yeah, it was based on the book, and it has it focused a lot on Camp's true life spiritual of his journey of love and lost at the same time. So it's really a lot to go through. Through tragedy has come healing and restoration, Camp told Fox News. So yeah, he had a lot of tragedy in his life, and of course the healing had began after that. In October of 2000, Camp married Melissa Lynn Henning, a recovering ovarian cancer patient who had unwavering faith and loved worship. After their honeymoon, doctors informed the newlyweds that her cancer has spread. She died 4.5 months later in February 2001. So Jeremy Camp married a woman named Melissa Lynn and Henning, and she was battling ovarian cancer, which I know nobody wants to go through that if you're a female. But they got married. After their honeymoon, the doctors had told them that her cancer has spread, and I guess she was in shock when she found out about this. And then, of course, she died 4.5 months later in February 2001. So he lost a good wife that he married to, and it took him through a lot of tragedy of why this was happening. And of course, the healing began after a while. The story is expected to follow Camp's rebellious teen years growing up in Indiana, the tragic loss of his first wife, and his rise in the Christian music industry. It also delves into how he refound hope and love after meeting his wife Anne Adderine, with whom he has three children. So yeah, he was being rebellious during his teen years growing up in Indiana. the tragic of his first wife. It was just really tragic, and who wouldn't want to be rebellious? And he also found his rise in the Christian music industry, and that he would rehope and love after meeting his wife, and Ederine was, and they had 3 children together. The movie follows the success of Irwin Brothers Entertainment's I Can Only Imagine, based on the life of Mercy Me lead singer Bart Millard. So that was a follow up movie of I Can Only Imagine. And or I should say, the movie did follow the success of Irwin Brothers Entertainment's I Can Only Imagine. And Mercy Me lead singer Bart Miller was the reason for it. Excuse the coughing, I'm still not feeling well. The roles, excuse me, but I'm still coughing because of all this cold that I got and everything else. The role makes sense for Appa, an actor and aspiring musician who acted with the late Luke Perry as his son on Riverdale. He last appeared in Fox's The Hate You Gave. Sinise, who was recently recognized for his lifelong support for veterans, was most recently in Criminal Minds and CSI New York. So KJ Appa, he plays the son of Luke Perry in Riverdale, of course. As you know, Riverdale can be watched every week. Of course, they take breaks here and there, but that's beside the point. The hate you give. Sinise one who was also in Forrest Gump, but Sinise, who was recently recognized, yeah, he had a Gary Sinise done a lot of support for the veterans, because the veterans, they never get help when they need it, because these doctors are just kicking them right out, whatever. And this is really ridiculous what they're doing. Criminal Minds and CSI New York, that's where Gary Sinise was also playing in as well. Shooting for the new faith-based movie is set for this spring, with a planned release date of March 20th, 2020. Well, so it'll come out next year. They just gotta do a lot of shooting, movie takes and everything, to get this movie ready to come out next year, and that's a good thing. So every people could see what the Christian life is really like for Jeremy Camp, what he went through and everything else. Leave your comments below. I am out.